Hey, today we'll tell you who you need on your team and explain how to hire good people. Welcome back to the Team Recruiting, where we share insightful and thought-provoking content that can help you shape your recruiting career. Let's check out the first article I picked. Teamwork makes the dream work, am I right? But who are those people that you should always have in your corner? Who are your Avengers? We've read Want to Love Your Work? These are the 6 colleagues that you must have in your network. And here is what it taught us. The first type of colleague you need is the critic.
I don't like food, I love it. If I don't love it, I don't swallow.
And no, we don't mean someone negative. We mean that one person that you can rely on for constructive criticism and honest feedback. That colleague who will tell you about the figurative spinach in your teeth. Then you need your cheerleader. This is that colleague who will motivate you to see those rainbows ahead. They believe in you. They boost your confidence. They make you smile. Honey, don't worry. You're great. You're awesome. You're spectacular. You're unique. You're going to crush this presentation. And don't worry, I brought this Palo Santo. No negative energy allowed, okay? Then you have the foil. This colleague of yours or this person in your network is the polar opposite of you. You see the big picture, they focus on the details. You're a planner, they're spontaneous. Then the safe haven colleague. This colleague is the one you should go to when you're down and need advice. You can trust them and you can rely on them. The lifer. They knew you when you just joined the company. In other words, you've seen each other through it all. The lifer gives you a sense of continuity. They're always there to remind you how far you've come. Finally, the distance colleague. And no, we don't mean a stalker. We mean someone in your extended network, someone who can give you a fresher perspective and can see things a different way. Now, ideally, you have all of these 6 types of colleagues in your network. Obviously, some people are going to be an overlap of these archetypes. Obviously, these are not the only 6 types of people that can help you. There are more. For instance, you could benefit from having a senior leader or an IT guru among your work friends. And let's not forget, they deserve your acknowledgement. So why don't you share this video with them, or maybe tag them in the comment section. Let them know how important their support is to you. And while doing that, you're supporting us too. So, win-win. Now let's check out the second piece of content I've picked. Don't you wish you'd hire more good people? And instead you hire people you like and you end up with nice people. We read Brooke Allen's Quartz piece on the matter. He wrote, "Nice people care if you like them, good people care about you." So keep on watching if you would like to avoid hiring Patrick Bateman again. Cutthroat high achiever by day, throat-cutting psychotic serial killer by night. Not exactly my cup of tea. Murderous fictional characters aside, we can all agree that unlikable and bad are 2 different concepts. So how do you go on to hiring good people? See, Brooke had his own method for it. First of all, he didn't really like formulaic cover letters and resumes. He would much rather talk about thoughts and ideas that his candidates had. Once he identified everyone who would be appropriate for that role, he would gather them together and he would share his rules. And I'm gonna synthesize them like so. Your candidates must have a good heart and a giving personality. Don't hire anyone until you both understand and care for each other. This way, you're going to make sure that you understand if you're a good fit. Be honest, demand the same. Your candidates must share their dreams with you. And if they don't have a dream at that time, that's totally okay, as long as they really want to have one. This is a very interesting one. Don't make an offer until you have at least 3 people you would like to hire for that role. And you can ask your candidates for help to gather more talent that you can then evaluate. And obviously, only one of those people is going to be accepted and is going to receive an offer. And that person, that candidate you pick, is going to help you find a job for all the other guys who were appropriate but weren't picked in the end. If your candidates don't have a requisite skill, give them time to get up to speed before the hiring decision is made. In other words, give them a fair shot. If someone is overqualified for the position, don't hire them and underpay them. Send them somewhere else where they can actually thrive and, they can be paid properly. And it worked very well for Brooke. In the article, if you read it, he shares so many examples of why this was a winning strategy in his case. You might want to give this a go. Now, onto the Candy Crash. Candy Crash. The more barbaric your treatment of candidates, the more demonic the reviews they leave on your Glassdoor page. Shout out to a company I won't name. So, a little birdie wrote a review about when they had an interview with you and you never got back to them, but then they heard it through the grapevine that what you usually do is, the only way you have to promote people internally is to post about the vacancy externally. So when you do post about a job vacancy, you actually usually already have an internal candidate in mind.
Why? Why would you do that?
Got something to say about this? Drop a comment in the section below. We'd love to pick your brains. Help us get better at helping you get better with your help. Now, as you know, you can access these episodes 48 hours before anyone else. And on top of that, get more amazing content if you subscribe to our newsletter. And how do you do that, you ask? Well, it's very simple. You're going to find it linked below or at start.com/newsletter. Thank you for watching. Take care and see you soon.